I took over the family's underground empire at 25, and the first thing I did? Got my guy's health insurance. But when I ran a benefits check, I found out 2 of my boys were undercover cops. Name's G. Dottie. Took over Hessian Group at 25. Sounds like a legit company, but it was basically a street syndicate. But I wasn't like my old man. I knew the game had no future. First year in charge, I started cleaning the whole operation up. Turned street thugs into actual employees with benefits. One day I was eating at our new hot pot spot, and our finance guy Xiao Zhang came running in. Boss, we got a problem. The benefits office flagged us. 2 guys' insurance is registered under a different employer. I put down my chopsticks and asked him what he meant. Ajay and Gangzi's benefits have been paid by the police department this whole time. I stared at those 2 sheets of paper, black and white, crystal clear. Ajay had been with me 3 years. Gangzi was the enforcer who jumped ship from another crew last year. I said quietly, "Bring Ajay to me, but don't tip off Gangzi." Half an hour later, the office door swung open. "Yo, boss, you needed me?" I kept my eyes locked on the insurance records and asked how long he'd been with me. He said something like 3 years, said he couldn't remember exactly. I asked him coldly, "Do you even remember why you started rolling with me?" He said some guys were messing with him at an internet cafe, and I stepped in. Then he paused and asked what was going on. I slammed the table and threw the insurance records right in his face. "You're a cop? I treated you like a brother for 3 years. Ajay panicked and said he'd always been loyal to me. I kicked him to the ground and told him collecting 2 paychecks must have been real nice. Ajay just froze. Wait, they pay benefits for undercover work? I flipped the table and told both him and Gangzi to get out. I'm a law-abiding citizen now. No need for undercover cops on the payroll. 3 days after they left, I had finance audit every single record again. Xiaozhang came back with a thick stack of files and said we were clean this time. Everyone's benefits are officially under the company name. I flipped to Xiaozhang's file. This guy had been with me 5 years. Started as a street kid, worked his way up to head of finance. Dude even passed his CPA exam. I told him he was killing it and gave him a 30% raise starting next month. Right then, our legal guy Old Chen knocked and walked in holding a document. "Boss, we just got a cooperation notice from the authorities. It's about the city contracts we bid on last year. They need some additional paperwork." I glanced at the file and said, "Let them dig, we've always been above board." Then Old Chen dropped the kicker. The officers assigned are Chen Jie and Wang Gang. The whole office went dead silent. I let it sit for a second, then waved my hand. Tell them to look at whatever they want. Bidding docs, construction logs, QC reports, all of it. After Old Chen left, Xiaozhang was shaking, saying they were out to get us. I said, "Let them try. Haitian Construction has never cut corners." Never missed a payroll either because I swapped the old Loan Shark system for a payroll system. Now we pay more reliably than a bank. At 10 p.m. I swung by our newly opened KTV spot. The floor manager rushed over and said everything had been updated to spec. Clear glass doors, full camera coverage, 0 shady services, period. I headed straight to room 88. Inside were 7 or 8 plainclothes officers. Just fruit plates and bottled water on the table. Ajay was sitting there taking notes. When he saw me walk in, he visibly stiffened. "Officer Chen, how's the inspection going?" "Mr. G, we got a tip that your KTV is running illegal services." I ignored him and hit the call button on the wall. Within 30 seconds, every staff member lined up in the hallway. White shirts, black vests, ID badges, and health certificates, all present. You want to question anyone, I'll call them over, but you should really check out room 308. Somebody keeps stuffing those little cards into the